Happy Monday! Alright, so today is the day where pretty much the entire nation, everybody that is a gym goer, is feeling guilty, is feeling fat, is feeling a lack of self-esteem because they blew it again this weekend, right? And this is something that you guys have to understand, okay? The weekends are really what separate the average person from the baddies, right? The ones who are in shape year-round, they master the weekends. The ones who are fatties, they fuck up every weekend, okay? And this is Monday. This is why I'm giving you a little Monday pep talk, because you gotta understand that until you master these weekends and stop doing all the dumbass shit that you keep doing, that you've been doing for decades, you're gonna stay permanently fat, okay? And no one in your life is gonna tell you this except for me, because no one's got the balls to speak the truth, okay? So, the one thing that you have to understand is, because a lot of you guys are still in this whole, like, especially this cheat meal mindset. Like, oh, I get to have a cheat meal this weekend. I was so good. I was so good all week long. Saturday, I'm going to have a cheat meal, and I'm going to have pizza, and I'm going to have cake, and I'm going to have ice cream, right? And what you don't realize is, you see, when you cheat something, it's supposed to give you an advantage. It's supposed to get you forward. It's supposed to get you a W, a win, right? Cheat meals actually set you back weeks. Let me repeat that. Cheat meals set you back weeks. Okay? And a lot of you guys are doing it every weekend. Now, the problem with the cheat meals, besides the fact is, you know, and here's why that they're so detrimental. Okay? There's a few main reasons. But here's why you always lose control. Ever notice how whenever you have that cheat meal, you fucking lose it and you can't stop? Do you want to know why you can't stop? It's real simple, okay? When you consume, because you're all chasing the high carby bullshit, right? Fucking sugar, the refined flour, the highly processed foods, right? Now, these foods are actually designed by the food companies to be addictive, okay? And they're addictive because what they do is they use a certain combination of sugar, fats, and salts to trigger what's known as the bliss level, okay? No shit. This is literally their terminology, okay? I didn't make this up. This is the food industry's terminology. It's also called the bliss level, okay? The bliss level means you're going to get high as fuck, okay? You're going to get a big burst of dopamine, okay? Now, our bodies are not designed to be consuming these fucking things, all right? You got to remember, like, in the history of humanity, up until just a few thousand years ago, right, all we primarily ate was fucking meat year-round, and eggs. That's it. That's all we fucking ate. Lamb, chicken, fish, yak, beef, bison, right, goat. That's basically all we ate the majority of the year, except for in tropical climates, right? And then, because there was no plants, right, because a lot of the areas are cold, right? There's no fruits growing in the cold weather, right? So they only got it for brief periods during the summer. But the rest of the year, they were living off primarily animal sources. And today, we have, food everywhere. It's plentiful. There's no famine. We don't fast anymore. Your ancestors used to fast regularly because they didn't have food, right? They didn't have a kill for maybe sometimes days, sometimes weeks. Now we have food everywhere. It's plentiful. And you guys are addicted to it, right? And because of that, you are overfed and you're malnourished because you're basically eating a whole bunch of fucking processed, non-nutritious foods. All this pasta, bread, crackers, cereals, fucking Starbucks copies, fucking sugary ass sodas and energy drinks, right? Cakes and cookies and all this. There's no nutrition in that shit, right? And you guys live off that shit all day long. You wonder why you feel like shit. You wonder like you're fucking fat. But anyways, back to the cheat meal thing, okay? Back to the cheat meal thing. A cheat should be helping you win. But a cheat meal is actually making you lose, okay? And the cheat meal, you could really just dub that a sabotage meal, because you ain't going anywhere, right? And the reason is because whenever you have that bite, right, you're gonna get high. that high is going to fade really fast. Okay, what happens whenever your high fades? When a drug addict does some drugs and they start coming down, what happens? When they start to sober up, what happens? They start chasing more. They start getting more. When an alcoholic, right? When they run out of alcohol, what do? They want more, right? It's the same thing with food, only it's even more addictive by design, all right? Because it's triggering that bliss level. The bliss level and that dopamine is going to fall, which is going to lead to you having massive cravings, chasing that high over and over and over again. So every time you've eaten a food and you're like, oh my God, it's so fucking good, oh my God, it's orgasmic. Dopamine, okay? You got high as fuck, right? That's why you love those foods. These food companies know this. This is how they sell so much product with so many products. It's because they get you addicted, right? When they get you addicted, you come buy more. You increase their bottom line. So they get you addicted, right? They create the bliss level to create what they call in the industry, listen to what I'm about to tell you, heavy users. This is their language. Okay? What does that tell you? They know exactly what they are doing. It is done intentionally to create heavy users. Like a fucking drug addict. Okay? So, when you have these cheat meals that are oftentimes you're having multiple different types and you're hitting these bliss levels in many, many different ways, it's gonna send you on a flurry of binging. That's why when you go have a bite of pizza, next thing you know, you ate 6 slices, you ate fucking cake, ice cream, swung by Del Taco on the way home, you start ordering some sugary ass margaritas and strawberry daiquiris and shit, right? Because you're chasing that dopamine high still, right? And that's how they get you, and that's why you're fat, right? That's one of the main reasons why you're fat. You guys are doing this every weekend when you're doing the cheat meals, okay? The number 2 reason that's fucking you up that most of you are not aware of, because even your doctors are not educated in this, okay? It's not something they're taught in school, because the system is set up to treat you with drugs and surgery. It's not set up to heal you. It's not set up to cure you. It's not set up to fix you. It's set up to get you on prescription drugs for decades until you die. That's what it's set up for. There's 0 drugs cure chronic disease. So why are you going to your doctor when you got a problem? Okay? So I'm going with this? So anyways, back to why this is devastating, okay? When you eat these foods, especially things that are like cake, pizza, things that have flour in it along with the sugary stuff, but the floury stuff is worse, okay? You are going to damage your gut lining, okay? Literally create little holes and tears in your gut lining, which is going to lead to undigested food particles, bad bugs, viruses, things that are in your gut that aren't actually in your bloodstream yet, are now going to go into your bloodstream. Okay, which is going to trigger an inflammatory response. Okay, which means when you get this inflammatory response, you're going to get a whole host of problems. When you get that leaky gut issue, you're going to have a whole host of problems. This is where you have autoimmune diseases. This is where you get acne. This is where you get psoriasis. This is where you get eczema. This is where you get chronic aches and pains, that low back pain you deal with all the time. It's because you eat like a fucking asshole. You're inflamed, all right? That knee pain that's been bothering you for years, it's because you eat like you're an asshole, okay? You're inflamed, all right? It's coming from that cheat meal. Even if you are only doing that one cheat meal, that just one bite, that's enough to inflame you for the next week. Now imagine you're eating a whole meal, a whole day, a whole weekend like most of you are. You're inflamed for weeks. And that gut damage that you do to the gut when you eat these foods, I want you to imagine, when you eat these foods, I want you to imagine taking a screwdriver and just going, just stabbing your guts. That's basically what you're doing when you eat these foods. Okay? Just to kind of give you a little mental picture, right? When you eat bread, you eat a sandwich, right? You eat a Subway, you eat cake, you eat cookies, you eat... That's what you're doing to your guts. Okay, now you're fucked. And it takes a long fucking time of eating good in order for your gut to heal. Okay? And until so, you got this open door for bugs, viruses, pathogens, toxins, undigested food, right? To be slipping in your bloodstream. You wonder why you fucking feel like shit all the time. Wonder why you're always getting sick. Wonder why you're always in pain. Wonder why you're always anxious and depressed. Okay? So, but that's why cheat meals are stupid. Because even if you are like one of the 0.001% of the people that could literally just be like, I'm going to have 3 bites of pizza and I'm only going to consume 114 calories worth, right? And actually able to stop by limiting it and keeping your calories in check and prevent yourself from binging, right? And going overboard. Even if you were part of that really, really rare one, like 0.001% of people, you aren't escaping the gut damage. So you're still going to get fucked up from it. And when you have this gut damage too, the other thing that happens when you have these cheat meals too is this inflammation and the spike in the blood sugar levels. It makes you extremely lazy. Lazy. Okay? And then you don't want to go to the gym. You don't want to work out. You don't want to work on your business. You don't want to work on your marriage. You don't want to do the shit that you need to do to make your life better. And it's because you got gut damage and inflammation in your brain as well too, and you're severely nutritionally deficient because your body's trying to repair itself from all the fucking poison that you just ingested. See where I'm going with this? And that's why cheat meals are fucking stupid. They're sabotage meals. Okay? If you do cheat meals, you're a fucking retard. Period. After learning this, what I just taught you. If you do cheat meals after what I just fucking taught you, you're a fucking retard. And you deserve every single side effect that you experience. 100% of it. I hope it hurts. I hope it hurts. I hope your back pain is so fucking excruciating you cry and you're on the floor in the fetal position. I hope your knee pain hurts so fucking bad that you are on the ground in tears. I hope your shoulder hurts so fucking bad that you can't do anything and you are in fucking tears. I hope that's what happens. Because then, maybe you'll fucking learn your lesson. Maybe you'll realize, like, damn, what Damon says makes a lot of sense. And I really need to start respecting myself. I really need to start being better. I really need to start eating cleaner and taking higher quality care of myself. So that way I can look better, feel better, live longer, see my grandkids grow up, not have any health issues. I need to start doing better. Right? So I hope it fucking hurts. I really do. I tell my clients this all the time too. My online ones and my in-person ones. Right? They go cheat on some dumb shit. Right? They're like, my knee hurts. I'm like, what'd you eat this weekend? I'm like, man, I went to a birthday party and I had a fucking piece of cake. And I'm like, good. I fucking hope it hurts. I hope it hurts. So that way you learn your fucking lesson. Right? So, anyways, cheat meals are sabotage meals. Most people will never, ever, ever, ever get the results that they are seeking because they cheat every fucking weekend. They cheat, then go off the rails. Right? And that cheat meal can set you back weeks. Imagine what you're doing Friday, Saturday, and Sunday. You ain't ever catching up. This is why the average female in America is 40 fucking % body fat. Okay? Obesity's 32. She's 40. We're talking 8% beyond obesity. Alright? Are you hearing me? Men. Average man, 28% body fat. 25% for men is considered obesity. Alright? The Americans, fat as fuck. Fat as fuck. Okay? There's no need, there's no room to sugarcoat this shit. You guys are fucking up so goddamn bad, there's not any room to even be nice and sugarcoat the shit. Because it's awful. 1,000 times worse than you think it is. You are fatter than you think. You look worse than you think you do. You are absolutely gross. Your spouse thinks you're gross. Okay? Everybody thinks you're gross. Alright? You walk into a room, people go, ooh, how do they let them do that? Right? Especially whenever you, just trust me. Okay? Even other fat people look at other fat people like that. I'm dead serious. Even fat people are like that. They're like, ew, gross. And they're like, I'm fat too, but ew. I see it all the time. Okay? I'm like, bro, you fat too. You can't say shit. I know, but they worse. Anyways, stop doing cheat meals. Okay? Cheat meals are stupid. Alright? Those who look the best are the ones who do the best on the weekends. Okay? That means keeping their diets on point, limiting every single thing they consume, making smart choices with their food and their drinks. Understood? Alright. See you on the next one. Make sure you subscribe.